Hi, no, I don't take Zelle. I'm sorry. I don't have Zelle set up. But if you want a personal reading, those are in my store. Hey, good morning. Hello to everybody. I don't have nothing general to tell y'all. I will say for Sagittarius, we had irony, and I know what that was. It was basically seeing the irony in what we are doing, or an irony in the experience that we're having with somebody else. Like we've been through that, or something that we're telling somebody that somebody has told us before. So when I pull that card, I will have a new kind of another definition to go for it too. But that's just a brief little thing. Thank you. Yes, I had to put it up there because I know on here it's not the same as YouTube. I know in my description all my info is there, so people thank you. People can't see what to do here. Let me make sure y'all could let me move it down. Here we go. All right, so if anybody has questions, that is my Cash App. That way they know, and it's $5. I should have put the $5 on there, but it's all good. Let me make sure it's not. Okay. That way people know that they can do the Cash App questions. And those of you that's watching on YouTube, y'all still, same thing for you guys. It's just my information is in the description, so it's a little easier to find. All right, so we got Sag, Leo, Cancer, and Aquarius. Keep dropping signs in the chat, y'all. Let's see. Let's look at some astrology while we wait for people to join. Let's see. Well, the moon's in Aquarius, South Node is in Aquarius, Pluto's in Aquarius, so a lot of Aquarius energy there. I don't see nothing too crazy. The moon in Aquarius is opposing Jupiter and Leo. So one thing that I would say about oppositions is that's like always a challenge, kind of like a choice. So Jupiter and Leo to me would be expansion of the self, something growing. This can also be like an element of popularity. Aquarius is rule groups of people. Leo rules like our pride, our ego, putting ourselves out there. So I feel like there's an energy when it comes to popularity or fame or something like that along those lines. That probably will affect mostly the fixed signs. All right. So, and of course, everybody's not famous, but when we talk about popularity or fame, it could be like within your neighborhood, at work, if you got a kid in school, it's their classmates, things like that. Yeah, what else? What else is it touching? It is touching Uranus and Gemini too. I think that's a biquintile. And I believe the biquintile aspect is like surprises. So it could be like unexpected popularity in some way, shape, or form. I'm definitely getting like a challenge between showing something publicly and keeping it private. So it's just a little brief astrology thing. All right, y'all. So far we have Sag, Leo, Cancer, Aquarius, Pisces. If you're new to watching me, we do it in first come, first serve. So continue to drop your signs in the chat. We got Taurus and Gemini. If you guys have personal questions, you can do them in between the zodiac signs. And if you Cash App $5, or if you're on YouTube, you can do the super chat. You guys can do PayPal if you see my PayPal. I think my PayPal email is the same as my contact email. So that's all in my YouTube description. But my TikTokers is going to be easier for y'all. Just Cash App is right there. It's just $5 for a question. And I'll see your question and we'll do it in between the zodiac signs. Yeah, if you do a Cash App, just make sure, please come back and write your question, because I don't think you'll have enough space to write it in Cash App. But come on back. Don't disappear. I need to see your question. I added Capricorn. We got Cancer. All right. Okay, we'll get started. And then, of course, as more people join. So far, we got Sag, Leo, Cancer, Aquarius, Pisces, Taurus, Gemini, Capricorn. All right. So that's who we got so far. We're missing quite a few, so we'll let them kind of straggle on in here. All right, we're going to get started, Sages. Get y'all timestamp going. All right, so here we go. Sagittarius. Let's see, Sages. Make sure y'all like the live for me. I appreciate all likes, follows, and subscribes. Oh, also, really quick, I'm going to have to say this again later when there's more people on. But if you guys buy 2 products, you do get one digital product for free, and that's going on through the end of August. So that's up there. And then if you guys join as a member on YouTube, you do get a monthly question, so you can do the $5.99, and then you also get to see the love and the career readings. Love and career readings, I'm trying to do them like maybe every Wednesday, Thursday. We're going to see how today goes, because I'm also working on some more products. Y'all know, people been watching, I've been having a whole lot of ideas. So I have some really cute designs for like mugs, t-shirts, all that good stuff. So I'm kind of obsessed with that right now, and I want to get that done, get that up on the store. So yeah, but I am going to make that content by the end of the week for my members. All right, so we're going to get started with Sagittarius. Let's see. Who's what? You say your girl must be a Scorpio, Gemini, or a Libra. Who, me? No, I'm a Sagittarius. Or are you saying like your literal girl? What are you saying here? All right, Sagittarius, let's see. All right, what energy should my Sagittarius be in? This will be up on YouTube timestamp too, guys, if you miss anything. Okay, self-care. All right, so when we get this card, make sure that, you know, sometimes self-care is not always what we want to do, but make sure, you know, you're eating healthy or anything like that. But this is a time to make sure that you feel comfortable more than somebody else feeling comfortable. All right. So that may be tricky, because if that's your piece of advice, you may be worried about how somebody else feels more than yourself in this case. All right, so what would you be doing out of self-care, Sagittarius? Oh, you said the person you're with, you don't know her sign? You got to know people's signs. Thank you, Butterfly Angel. You got to know her sign. All right, what would you do out of self-care, Sagittarius? Okay, so with dogmatic, that means you will keep the same perspective. Do not change your mind on something. Okay, so let's get deeper into this. What is this about here? What do you need to keep the same perspective on? So don't change your mind. Oh, damn, danger. Okay, so if you view something as dangerous, I feel like this is something you already know. Maybe you're warning somebody, hey, like I wouldn't recommend you do that. Okay, so just what is this situation overall? So you know that something's dangerous, or you know to be cautious with a situation. Okay, so this is so the situation overall is unexpected. So I'm assuming that it's not going to be unexpected for you if you don't change your mind. It's like you already know something is dangerous, or you already know that something's not a great idea. Okay. What might be dangerous in this case? So I feel like, you know, don't to ignore something. All right, we got to ignore and speak up. So I feel like this is a situation where you must have warned somebody, or if somebody's warning you. But since we're talking about your own perspective, I feel like this is I feel like you're trying to let somebody know, like, hey, like that's not a good idea. You should listen to me. Now, a couple of days ago, I remember that Aquarius's advice was speak up. And I told y'all that I had my two Aquariuses in my life, both were advising me to do the same thing, and they were correct. So I don't know if anybody's dealing with an Aquarius. I just want to throw that out there. But yeah, it's kind of like, no, like I'm trying to tell you, you shouldn't ignore this. Like I'm letting you know I feel like this is something that you've experienced if you are able to keep the same mindset here. All right, so let's get 8 cards. Let's see. So I guess somebody might not listen to you. So let's see. Let's get 8 cards. Okay, you got the 6 of Swords, the Moon. All right. The 5 of Swords, the 10 of Swords. Okay, now the 5 of Swords, 10 of Swords combo is a combination where somebody will kind of eat their words if they're not listening, because I'm going to show you how this looks. It's almost like, I don't know if this is you talking or if there's another person that you're listening to. This person's leading, teaching everybody, telling them what not to do or paying attention to it. but you're always going to have one person in the crowd or somebody that does not want to listen or does not have respect for what's being said. The Five of Swords is typically like an energy of disrespect or kind of not holding somebody in a high regard here. But when you get the Five of Swords, Ten of Swords, that means that something is going to come to an abrupt end, or like that spite is going to end very quickly, or it's going to, this in this scenario, I feel like something is going to prove why somebody should listen. All right, so let's continue. You got the Two of Cups. There's your Eight of Swords. There's a Devil card, Seven of Pentacles. So this is what you're supposed to do. You are supposed to continue viewing something as dangerous, all right? Now, this is a Capricorn card, so I don't know if you don't trust the Capricorn. You should you go ahead and continue not trusting them. It just depends. If you have Capricorn placements and you know that something is not safe for you to do, keep that mindset. But even if there's no Capricorn energy, this is Saturn. And this card here with the Seven of Pentacles, the way this looks is that your perspective is coming from experience. All right, so this isn't something that you've made up. This is like, all right, I drank this type of liquor and I keep getting sick. It's that. You experienced it. It's not necessarily intuition. It's not you passing judgment. It is an actual, it has materialized as something dangerous in the past. All right, but somebody will ignore it. I feel like too, somebody may ignore it because they're willing to listen to somebody else. So don't, I feel like somebody is going to try to change your mind on this. Don't change your mind if somebody has also warned you as well. You do have like a Cancer Capricorn polarity here. Let's see. I know there's something, I know there's something in Cancer. Yeah, Mars is in Cancer. So y'all know that Mars is the energy or the planet of like war, competition, conflict, things like that. So Mars and Mercury can be energies of like accidents. So I don't know, but I feel like this is a scenario where we know something is dangerous, which is interesting because unexpected is here. So let's see. With the unexpected card, what is the norm here? Or what is somebody expecting? Okay, we've got lust. All right. Okay, what's happening that's unexpected? I do see the Two of Cups here. Interesting. Okay, community. Is everybody... I don't know if everybody's... What is the energy of the community here? It's like I do see some people... Okay, so there's a community of people that are worried. Okay. What are they worried about? Because I feel like they're worried about restraining from a repetitive cycle. People, it's a whole group of people that are worried about holding back or... This is the thing, right? If there's, I don't know if you're warning somebody, but it's like it's no need to be worried if we already know that something's dangerous, we don't do it. If that's, I mean, I feel like it's like, yeah, I already know that that's dangerous. Or I already know there's issues with that. Or I already know not to do that. So there would be no need to be worried. What would people, okay, what would we be restraining from or holding back from? Okay, yeah, solutions. So I don't know, maybe people are like, Sag, you're still warning us or you're still fixing this or... That's odd. What's the solution here for the people that are... What does somebody think is going to be... We're talking about the danger part. Like literally, the danger is ignoring whoever is speaking up. The danger is ignoring the person with the solution, I feel like. So I don't know if people are worried like, oh, Sag is not going to help us anymore or something. I mean, I don't know. Just what is the solution here in this case? That's an interesting combination. It's a whole group of people that are worried. Oh, compassion. That's why your reading is self-care. I don't know what okay, so we can clarify what the issue is, but basically we need you, Sagittarius, to be compassionate, even though you know that in that case, something is dangerous, right? So this is the thing. It's almost like the group of people are worried that you're no longer going to have compassion for them, but you know, the solution is like, hey, I'm warning you. I'm telling you that something's wrong, or I'm telling you that this is dangerous, or I'm telling you that this is a good idea. I mean, a bad idea. I'm telling you that this is not a good idea already, but you're ignoring something. But the solution for the issue is they need you to be compassionate. That's why people are worried, because your advice is self-care. Okay, I don't know if people are cross-watching for a Sagittarius. So what's the issue for them? They need you to have compassion. I don't know. That's what I said, that disrespect. Somebody doesn't even have respect for what you're saying. So it's almost like, okay, we don't respect what Sag is telling us. They're warning us. But at the same time, like, no, you know, I'm sorry. Have compassion for me. Can you answer this for me again? Can you fix this for me again? Can you give me another chance? What? Okay, what would be the result of this? So somebody wants you to have compassion for them disrespecting either you or the person that's actually helping. Yeah, we got, blocking out rules. That's the thing. What? So out of compassion, you would just throw out the rules or the regulations that they don't have respect for? What? Okay. What rules? Okay. What rules do you have in place, Sag? Yeah, so it's encouragement. So you're not trying, I feel like you're not trying to be mean when you're warning people or when you're letting people know, like, hey, that's not a good idea. You're like, no, that is the purpose of that. You could be also, the next two cards are Scorpio and Do It Solo. Scorpio energy is about merging together. So you're encouraging people, like, but it's also transformations and it's death. So you're letting somebody know, like, hey, when you merge together with this person, it may not be a great idea. This may be kind of negative for you. This may not be the best person to work with. But they don't want to listen to that anyway. What do they want to do instead? So, I mean, you can't force somebody to listen to you. So I would not have compassion in this scenario. I mean, that's your advice is self-care. So what do they want to do instead here, or instead of following this rule? They want to receive money. Okay, so maybe they're receiving money for something that may be dangerous. It is what it is. Let them. I mean, so what are they receiving money for? They're like, no, I don't care. I want to get money. Or, I mean, there's a lot of ways to get money, and there's a lot of ways to get money that's dangerous. It just depends. So they receive money for controlling smooth sailing. So I'm assuming, oh, focus and partnerships. This is the thing. Somebody wants you to tell people to partner up even if it's negative for them, because they get paid more, or it's more attractive, or, all right, keep being self-care. Yeah, I don't know. So, but they're more worried about that than you are. I don't know. I don't think you're worried about it. All right, what's the outcome here for you, Sag? Like something it doesn't matter to you. The outcome for you is yourself. All right, there you go. You got Sagittarius. All right, I won't put, okay, so yeah, the bright side of honesty. I'm not going to say the next sign that came out is a liar, but it could, for some of you, it's an Aries. But yeah, I feel like somebody would rather hear lies. But you're like, no, I'm not going to lie to you about that. I'm not gonna lie to you about that. Okay. Well, that's your reading, guys. Yeah, you're like, no, that's not a good idea. That's not a good business partner. That's not a good investment. I wouldn't do that. So yeah, your advice is self-care. I would not do anything out of compassion. It's like basically somebody wants you to give them bad news because they get paid for it, but they can do what they want. People can get paid to do whatever they want. I don't know why they need you to validate that, or I don't know. It'll probably come out in other readings. That seems like a kind of a big deal for somebody. Because it's kind of like, why do they need you to vouch for something dangerous? Or why do they need you to vouch for something that's not a good idea? If this is like in your workplace, it's like everybody, all your coworkers want you to lie about like a bad teammate or something like that. All right. Well, I don't recommend it. Okay, so far we did Sag, y'all. We don't have a lot of signs, so keep dropping y'all signs. We got Leo, Cancer, Aquarius, Pisces, Taurus, Gemini, and Capricorn. All right, so we're going to do Leo. Yep, we got Capricorn on there. We're going to do Leo next. All right, what energy should my Leos be in here? Let's see. Okay, you got blockage. I see incomplete fell out. So you need to say no to something or stop something from occurring or keep your guard up, Leos. All right, so what do you need to say no to? Let's see. What do you need to say no to, Leos? You need to say no to emotional attachment. Okay, so this could be you. Don't allow yourself to get emotionally attached to something, okay? Or maybe it's somebody else. Maybe you have to tell somebody like, hey, you got to calm down. All right, emotionally attached to what here? And then we'll see what the overall situation is. We've got ignore again. Okay, and then sadness. So I'm getting in this case, somebody needs to not be so overly emotional, period, or be sad or crying, or somebody may have to ignore somebody. Okay. What's the overall scenario? We got transformation. Let's get one more. What else is the overall scenario here, Leos? So the overall scenario here is a Libra, okay? You could be dealing with a Libra or you're getting them to not, I do see it says Libra unpromising with Taurus. Okay. I'm going to keep these. So I feel like if somebody knows something is unpromising or may not work out, you're just like, yeah, don't be sad about that. There's other things that you can do. What else is unpromising about this scenario? I feel like somebody shouldn't be emotionally attached because there's probably other opportunities for this person. This could be a relationship. All right, what's unpromising is community and be different. All right, so somebody may not be able to fit in somewhere, and that's just what it is. So I feel like that's what you're teaching somebody. It's like, look, don't be emotionally attached to that. You may be saying like, you know, you'll go through phases where you're with different groups of people. You'll outgrow this. You'll move around, depending on who you're talking to. It could definitely be you talking to your child. You know, explain to them like, hey, you know, this isn't the first friend group that you'll ever have, or, you know, this is not your last stop in life. Or, of course, if somebody's worried about being different in a group, they may even try to fit in. So you're like, look, do not be emotionally attached over that. That's not, because you don't want somebody to give up who they are to fit in, basically. Okay, so let's see. What else is the community doing? We got speak up. We'll clarify. What else is the community doing here? Maybe they are all talking and somebody's quiet or something like that. All right, we got lust. What does somebody want to do that's differently or that's different? Okay, money inflow. So there's an entire group of people that is focused on sex, I'm assuming. With lust, this person's like, well, I'm kind of focused on my career right now. So yeah, don't feel weird about that. That definitely, I definitely wouldn't be feeling weird about that. If you're the one focusing on your career and other people are focusing on dating maybe or sex. All right, what other role do you play here, Leo, in this scenario? So it's like, all right, so your laughter, I don't think you have an issue with it, or you could be the one that's not, you know, don't allow yourself to get sad. Like this could be you. Okay. So everybody else is focused on dating, sex, or you know what else too? I feel like there is a separation between the producer and the consumer. So somebody doesn't fit in because they get paid to do something or create something. The other people are the people that just, they consume it or they're attracted to that thing or they enjoy doing that thing. All right, let's get 8 cards. So you got blockage and emotional attachment. Here's a death card. This is Scorpio. So of course that's the energy of emotions. All right, you got the Devil card, the 7 of Pentacles. So I don't know if the Sag is here, the 9 of Wands. So it could have been the Sag remembering something like this, because that was literally their reading. So somebody is remembering something that tied some. I feel like this is about an emotional tie that costs a lot of money, or an emotional tie that has 2 people kind of like really stuck together for a long time and not progressing. Do I have these in the right order to show y'all? It was a Death card and then a Devil card. These could be 2 people. It could be a Scorpio and a Capricorn. All right, 9 of Swords. There's that 5 of Swords, the 10 of Swords again, and then the 8 of Cups. Yeah, this is emotional detachment, walking away from something. Yeah, that whenever I told it, when I get the 5 of Swords, 10 of Swords, I really would like to give y'all an example of something where that happened, but it's a wild ass story. Like basically, this is the metaphor for 5 of Swords, 10 of Swords. If you ever read your own cards, is a situation where like you are okay, like, okay, what do I want to compare it to? Remember in Mean Girls, if you ever seen Mean Girls, when she at the end where she was fussing and she was arguing and then she's backing up into the street and she gets hit by a bus. That's 5 of Swords, 10 of Swords energy. I hope that makes sense. It's kind of like, okay, the argument or the disrespect is occurring and then boom, like something just happens to stop the disrespectful energy or to stop the disrespectful person from continuing to talk. That's 5 of Swords, 10 of Swords. So I feel like that's kind of what's going on here. But yeah, you're like, no, we're not going to be emotionally attached to this. Just get up and walk away. Or I feel like too, you may look back at a time with the 9 of Wands where you feel different than all the people that are in this community with the Devil card. The Devil card is Saturn ruled, right? So that could be any infrastructure or anywhere where we are all collectively together outside of our control almost. So anywhere in the workplace, your neighborhoods, where you grew up at, anything like that. It's like, okay. All right, so that's, let's see where you currently are here and what blockage will look like for you. Okay, so yeah, you're the Ace of Wands. There you go, the Strength card and the 8 of Wands. So it is laughter. Something is literally making you laugh. You're going to have a new perspective on this community. All right. What's inspiring here, Leos? Okay, the Knight of Pentacles. Let me get one more. Yeah, all right, the Page of Wands. Maybe it could be literally you hearing this. But again, the Strength card, 8 of Wands being in the 10 of Pentacles. I feel like this is the group that's getting the money. And then there's another group that's just focused on sex or something. It's kind of what it's looking like. All right, so what will you be doing in blockage and emotional attachment? Like I wouldn't allow that to occur. Yeah, the 4 of Pentacles. So you may even hold back and not expose so much around, you know, these people. I do see here's Taurus again. So you may be holding back something from a Taurus. Or so I feel like somebody could be withholding something from you and it's like you just have to let it go. What's the energy with Taurus since we pulled it twice? Okay, you've got Aquarius and then triggered. Okay, there's that 9 of Wands energy. Okay, so somebody's going to get annoyed here. Taurus energy is also the rules that are set forth in the community or for these group of people. So everybody else, I feel like, follows this, you don't, or you're going to witness somebody else not doing it. It could be something dealing with a Taurus being triggered by an Aquarius or something like that. Okay. All right, what's going to be the, and also since you're laughter right now, Leos, that's why you have block and emotional attachment. So if you're happy with this group right now, just prepare for something to kind of shift. Like, don't just let laughter be the key to why you are connected, right? Because emotions change all the time. But what else are you enjoying with laughter really quick? Okay, you got flaunt. Yeah, manipulation and worry. There's the Nine of Swords. Yeah, danger. This is tied to the Sagittarius reading. Yeah, rules. There's Sagittarius, golden opportunity, and partnership. So, yeah, intuition and smooth sailing. This is odd. There's nothing to be, so this is the thing, right? I feel like there's nothing to be worried about, though. And when I say that, it's because when you know something's dangerous, you just don't do it. Like, it's almost, because if we talk about the Sag reading, they knew something was dangerous. It was nothing else to discuss or figure out. You just know. It's almost like, okay, I know not to go smoke crack today. So I don't have to worry about, oh my God, I'm going to get addicted to crack one day. Like, that's not a fear that I have. Or like, I don't have to fear like getting lost in the Bermuda Triangle. Like, I don't have to fear that because I know something's already dangerous. So I'm just not going to do it. What is the dangerous aspect here? So okay. So it looks like worry might be the center of this. Contemplate, envy, and take action. Yeah, that's an odd. We're going to see what else comes out here, but do not get, again, your overall energy is blocking out emotional detachment. Right now, you're happy, laughing, enjoying something. You know, with the Eight of Cups, just keep that in mind. That is what's going to have to occur. I feel like you do end up having to move on from something or leave something behind, all right? All right, so it doesn't mean you can't enjoy something. Right? So like, think about this. Like, I enjoy crab legs, but I'm not emotionally attached to crab legs to where I will go broke and poor and get sick from eating crab legs every day. So it's like you can laugh, enjoy something without being emotionally attached. Okay, so what's the outcome here for you, Leos? And then we're going to do Cancer next. Okay, you got Aries looking at the bright side and it's out of your hands. All right. Okay. All right. Very interesting reading there. Do we have any other signs, guys? We're still missing some people. I see there's a few more y'all on YouTube. We just did Sag and Leo. We have Cancer, Aquarius, Pisces, Taurus, Gemini, Capricorn. All right, so if there's any, who's missing? I know Libra. I don't know if there's Libras. We got Aquarius. Who else is missing? Scorpios. Aries. All right, well, we're going to continue. I'm surprised there's not more signs on there. All right, let's see. We'll do Cancer. All right, hold on. Yeah, I'm going to turn on this AC. It's a little hot. 1 second. Okay. I probably should have turned it down lower because I know it's going to get hot. I need to put a desk over here. Ooh, all right. All right, so Leo is next. All right, wait. Oh, I'm sorry, not Leo, Cancer. That's how you know I didn't put the timestamp. Okay. All right, Cancer. Thank y'all for the follows, by the way. All right, Cancer, what energy should you be in, Cancers? Let's see. Okay, flaunt. All right, so you should be proud of something. You can show something off here. What do you get to show off here, Cancers? Let's see. Okay, community. All right, so you have a great support system here. Yeah. So you have a great support system. You can show off that you have this community of people around you. All right, this could be a good staff, good team members, whatever else. All right, what other energy? What's the surrounding situation here for my Cancers? You may be proud of where you come from. You may be proud of your family, your heritage, whatever. Oh, the overall situation is a liar. Okay. All right, here we go. All right, let's see. Here's the drama. All right, so who's the liar here? Maybe somebody told you you wouldn't have anybody or some shit. I don't know. So the liar is the dangerous person, of course. So this is what's coming out. Who is this? What? Okay, so this is what's going on today then. Okay. What's dangerous about this energy? Or maybe in this case, lying is dangerous, but there's somebody is a danger to the community. What the fuck? All right. One thing I would say too with flaunting community, I don't know why I'm thinking of like literally randomly. Somebody needs to know that you have family and friends. Because you know how when you isolate people, like say there's an old person that's in an old home, they need their family there so they don't get like abused and shit and neglected, or like, you know, like stuff like that. Like somebody needs to know that you have people around you, I'm assuming. So what's dangerous about this individual? They're a liar and they're dangerous. Well, I guess that could go hand in hand. That makes sense. Oh my goodness, obstacles. What's wrong? What is going on with this person? Who is this person? Okay, what are they lying about? Somebody's lying about something dealing with sex. Lust has been coming out a lot in this reading. Now, with liar, lust, danger, and obstacles, I would not have sex with somebody unprotected. That looks crazy. I'm not going to hold you. I don't know if that's what that is. That looks a little nasty. Okay, I'll be real with you. I would not. That's a crazy combination. What is the lie that they're telling when it comes to like attractiveness or sex, or let's see. Oh, yeah, somebody's lying about not having sex. Somebody's literally lying about restraining from sex. They are having sex. You need to use protection. If this is danger, obstacles, liar, lust, that's a crazy combo. Either somebody got a baby on the way or somebody just nasty or dirty or something. Somebody is lying that they are having sex. Okay, so I don't know who this is, or, oh my goodness. Okay. Cancers, if you're dealing with anybody and they're trying to say they're not having sex right now, they are or something. That looks nasty. I'm gonna show you. I'm like dead ass, please. That's a terrible combination. I have not pulled that combination at all. Please. If you're having unprotected sex, I would not do it. I would go get tested or something. But anyway, you have flaunt in community, so I don't think anything's wrong with you, but I just wouldn't. So who are they lying to? There's your card, Cancers. Let's see. Oh, well, that keeps falling out. They may be lying to you. But who else are they lying to here? This is ew. I'm not gonna. All right, you guys, speak up, fantasize, and unpromising. I don't know if they're lying to a person who may speak up on this. What else is the truth about this person? And we'll see why they're lying about this. I guess to either have more sex or to... Okay, what else is the truth? We know that they're doing that. Yeah, we got Cancer, manipulation, blockage, and status quo. All right, so you're blocking this out. You're like, nah, because you get to be a part of a different type of community. You don't have to fit in. You've already built this up. I feel like it's a community of people that are supportive of everybody's differences. Okay, why is this person lying about this? Okay, we've got conflict and focus and golden opportunity. All right, so they may feel like you're, I don't know if you're the opportunity. I don't know if somebody else is the opportunity. It's like, okay, yeah, we need to know that you're having sex with somebody else. Like if this is dating, somebody is flat out lying about that. Please, can't say it a million times. Just because that's a very bad combo. Okay? I'm not going to hold you. Let's get a card. So yeah, somebody's lying about not having sex. They really are. Or, all right. Their danger, their obstacle. Okay, so we have the Hermit and the Queen of Cups. You could be a Virgo with a Cancer placement or a Cancer with a Virgo placement. There can be an emotional attachment to a Virgo. All right, there's the Three of Cups. That Nine of Swords. Whoever, it's a lot of worry going on today. What's today? What's going on? Why is it so much? Okay, Three of Wands, the Eight of Cups, there's that detachment, Ten of Pentacles, and then the Ace of Swords. So remember in the Leo reading, we talked about blocking out an emotional attachment. There's a person within the community that's focused on getting money. There's another group of people that are having sex. I feel like the person who's detached and they're focused on that, they're looking at something from a different status level is what I'm getting, and that's what's giving them a new perspective. All right, what is the person's old viewpoint here? I'm going to see what this Nine of Swords is about. We had Leo energy. There's the Hierophant again. Okay, so somebody believes that something that's going on is making somebody insecure. Somebody believes that like a scenario with a Leo Taurus is making somebody insecure. Let's see, what's the old perspective on this? So that I feel like that's not what's happening. Aquarius again. Okay, professionalism. And then we have envy and rules to an opportunity. So, okay. We have envy there. Somebody feels like somebody is envying a Taurus. What's going to be the new perspective? Or somebody feels like... Let's continue. What's the new perspective here? Yeah, the King of Swords, Three of Pentacles. There's the Seven of Swords. There's the liar. Somebody restrains themselves to find out that someone is lying, period. We know that it's dangerous. We know that somebody is lying. We know that. The Eight of Swords, Eight of Swords. The new perspective is hold back long enough to get information on a scenario to find the liar. But I feel like something is not, if we're like, say you're having a conversation, right? You're talking to your friend and you think that they're being mean or something like that when it comes to, I don't know, like advice on a relationship or advice on, hey, you know, I wouldn't, because the center of this is lust. The center of this is sex, hands down. There's no way, there's no other way to read it. Like somebody's definitely lying about that. Or like somebody may have an addiction. If sex is not involved, somebody has like an addiction that they're not restraining themselves from, and it's detrimental and it's dangerous and it's visible. So it's kind of like, yeah, it's not about being jealous. It's about literally finding this information and seeing that somebody is a liar. All right. Now, this isn't like a little white lie. We're asking who the liar is, and it's danger and obstacles. And what are they lying about? Lust. Like this is a big, this isn't no little white lie. This is like, no, I'm fucking people and I might have an STD, or I'm lying about a addiction and it's going to impact our pockets, going to impact our household. Like something, this is a big lie. It's a dangerous lie. I don't think this, okay. So let's see where you are with flaunt. I feel like too right now, if you're in the Hermit, you may look like you are alone. The Hermit is a card of like loneliness. So I don't know if this person thinks they can take advantage of something or lie about something because you appear like you're alone. All right, so let's see what else. What would you be doing in flaunt and community, Cancers? Yeah, there's the Emperor. You may literally have to tell somebody your name, where you come from, who your family is. Like the Emperor is our identity. Why is the person lying? What is their intended outcome? I'm assuming it's to continue having somebody around or something like that. the intended outcome could be about being included in the family, or the intended outcome could be like putting on some sort of front. Somebody wants to make it look like they have this big happy family, or like they want something to appear very nice, but this is not good. By you being flaunt in community, you might have to be like, yeah, I know so and so, or like, yeah, this is my family, or I'm already a part of this, or like, wow, that's okay. The readings are a little dramatic here today, y'all. Okay. All right. What else is the outcome for you, Cancers? Let's see. All right, you got secret. Okay. How do I want to word this? If you have a Sag involved in your reading, right, a Scorpio controls whether or not a Libra can encourage them to have compassion. These can also be rising signs or moon signs. If you know people's signs here, I feel like the sex part is what's controlling whether or not the relationship can encourage compassion. But it's like there's lies, and it's like if I can't trust you to have sex, or if I can't trust you to merge together with you, like any of the things that Scorpio rules, then I can't like have compassion in that scenario. Okay, looks very messy. Looks very, very messy there. Goodness, that might be the messiest reading I ever did. I'm gonna have to put a warning on that. The messiest reading that I've done in recent times. Okay. All right, do we got any extra signs, y'all? Who's an Aries or a Leo? We don't have Aries on the list. Do you want an Aries reading? We just did Sag, Leo, Cancer, and then we have Aquarius, Pisces, Taurus, Gemini, Capricorn. So if there's any other signs, go ahead and drop them in the chat, y'all. If anybody has personal questions, you can do the $5 Cash App questions. The TikTokers, it's up there. YouTubers, it's in the description. All right, it must not be a lot. So it's 30 of y'all on YouTube. It ain't no other signs. Y'all all the same signs. Okay, that's shocking. All right, Aquarius, let's see. We're going to get in your business. I did pull Aquarius a couple of times, so you may want to watch the Leo or the Cancer readings. Yep, we got Capricorn. Oh, somebody's at Aries with a Leo moon sign. Okay. Okay, yeah, you Cancer with Aquarius. Everybody got the same, everybody got the same signs today. Okay. That's rare. It's all good. I'll add them to the end. All right, Aquarius. What energy should my Aquariuses be in today? Let's see. What energy should my Aquariuses be in? Okay, we've got Aries. So if you pull somebody else's sign, guys, you know I'm going to give y'all the whole spiel. So those of you that watch me every day, thank you for your patience when I repeat things. But I know that there's new people on here. But whenever you get somebody else's sign or a different sign, right? First of all, it could be a placement that you have. You could be an Aries rising and Aries moon, or like, you know, Mercury, something like that, if you're really into your birth chart. That's one way you can look at it. You can apply it to those placements. Another energy is you can just subscribe this sign's energy to you, right? So Aries is the energy of ourselves. I am our own true identity, who we are at our base, right? It's the first zodiac sign. You could even equate it to doing something on impulse. It's Mars ruled. It's about taking action. It's a cardinal sign, so it's also about initiating. So these are the things, these are the elements that you may incorporate for yourself. But if you know an Aries, I would listen to this Aries, or at least watch something that occurred for or around this Aries that provides an example of what's to come or what will continue. All right, so we're going to clarify this. You may have to identify yourself also with Aries energy. That's just about literally your own identity. All right, so what energy does this Aries have or show that you may need to incorporate or, you know, take note of here? Maybe they said something, told you to do something. Oh, yeah, conflict. Okay. I told y'all they rule by Mars. All right, you're the first Virgo. I'm going to add Virgo. So, all right, so there's a conflict. So I'm getting an Aries stood up for themselves. Okay. You're going to witness this conflict. What's the conflict about? What are we fighting for? My nose itching. Okay, money inflow. So somebody has to fight for their money. So if this is a court thing, go to court for it. Go ahead and fight for your money. If this is you're in an industry that is competitive, make sure that you know that. Okay, keep in mind that you're in a competitive industry. You're going to have to fight for that money. And what I mean by that is, you know, compete, like put your work in, don't give up. But this may be like a situation where literally you have to like actually fight for that, Joan. Okay, where is the money coming from for you? So it may not be easy, or you may have to speak up for this. This can also be entrepreneurship if somebody is wondering, just because Aries is a cardinal sign. But where would the money come from? Looks like it's something you might be owed. Okay, yeah, professionalism. All right, so professionalism. This is where you're going to get the money from. This, like, literally, I feel like it's your career. I want to write that down because that definitely pertains to a personal reading that I did for someone. So something may not come easy. You're going to have to compete in your field, in your career field here. Also with professionalism, I would make sure that you look as professional as possible. All right. You know, wear your suits and things like that. It's interesting because my mom's an Aquarius, and she would always tell me, like, at a 9 to 5, always dress up, because she got to go be in certain rooms because she was the most professionally dressed. So keep that in mind. You know, make sure you look good, make sure your hair is tidy, all that good stuff. So yeah, that's where the money is going to be generated from. So you can't just, with conflict, you're not going to be able to just kind of sit around. You may have to do a little extra, speak up for yourself. What's your current energy with your career, Aquarius? Well, I'm going to assume this is career oriented. It could also be a lawsuit. You know, it could be something like that. Okay, so your energy is unexpected. Okay, so let's see what's occurring that you don't expect here. What were you expecting here, Aquarius is? Maybe you thought something was going to go smoother, or you were just going to get the money you were owed, or, you know, something like that. Okay, no, you were expecting a blockage. Okay. You thought something was going to get blocked out. Okay, what's actually going to occur? So no, maybe you're like, I'm not going to fight for it. I'm not going to get it. Okay, no, Aquarius. Yeah, speak up. No, I told you that. Yeah, solution. So I said that a couple of days ago. I said that Aquarius's advice was speak up. You were right. You were the solution to something. Maybe you thought somebody wasn't going to listen to you. You may think that you're going to get rejected from some sort of job. You aren't. All right, somebody is actually listening to you. You are able to solve something. So somebody's not going to reject what you're saying. Just continue to fight for what, you know, what you deserve here. All right, what else was the issue really quick? And then I'll get the tarot. Let's see. You're an Aries. I'll put Aries. Okay, yeah, rules. This could be laws. This is like a law or a regulation or some legality here. I feel like this is like somebody may have to go to court for this, but you'll get it. I feel like, too, the issue is somebody is not, they're either playing it too easily, or let's see. Yeah, there's the 8 of Pentacles. There's the work. All right, Two of Pentacles, Two of Swords, and then the Wheel of Fortune. Somebody may get their payment late. If this is what you like, you have to fight for money. Somebody might get the payment too late. All right, Knight of Pentacles, Two of Wands. There's a Chariot. There's a Star. You may also want to watch the Cancer reading because they have flaunt and community. You rule communities of people. Now, the Cancer reading was very dramatic, but you're here with them. But I feel like you do have the solution here. So go ahead and listen. I mean, go ahead and share what you need to say. You are a pivotal part here. Let's see what else Aries energy did with conflicts. So I feel like you have to fight to get your money here, or it might not be as easy. You won't get blocked out. Yeah, there's a Knight of Wands. I feel like somebody took action. You know, knights are like the warriors, things like that in the olden times and all that shit. So yeah, I feel like that. Yeah, there's a Five of Wands. Literally, they fought to get their money. All right, they fought to get what they needed. Yeah, there it is. They succeeded. So I don't know if they succeeded over some liar here with the Seven of Swords. All right, but yeah, they went in, they fought. I feel like people were able to see that they were the better competition in comparison to other people. They could have been, I don't know, whatever you do for work, they're quicker, they're a faster worker. I feel like too, it's a lot of cards so that came out after that. Let's see what else. So you're going to have to do the same thing, basically. What else does professionalism look like for you? So it's a lot. Yeah, okay, the Empress. That's what I was saying. Make sure everything looks good, pristine, well put together. You're dressed nice. Something needs to look as professional as possible. Okay. Yep, there's the money. I see it. It might take a while, but so something's going to look very, is going to look attractive. You have the Five of Swords, Six of Swords, Eight of Swords, Ten of Cups, and then the Four of Swords, King of Wands. So it might take a while, but you are going to receive it. You're not blocked out from receiving this, okay? Let's see what else. Why did you think something was going to be blocked out for you, Aquarius? What's the root of you thinking that? Okay, Leo energy was laughter and indulgence and emotional attachment. Yeah, Leo's supposed to, yeah, there we go. Scorpio, do it solo and then detached. So I feel like the Leo is emotionally attached and merging together with somebody, the other person is detached from the situation. I don't know if somebody has a Leo and a Scorpio placement. It could be like maybe somebody's a Leo moon and then they're a Scorpio, but they appear to be attached in private, but publicly they're detached. Or so I feel like you thought something was going to be blocked out because of somebody's emotions here. Maybe you thought your own emotions. Let's see what else is that energy. Yet the Four of Pentacles, a magician. Literally somebody has all the tools to create a new opportunity. There's a Page of Wands. That Nine of Swords is coming out like crazy. I don't know what all these worries are. You're not worried, but yeah, there's the Leo and the Scorpio right there. Something may come to an end abruptly for a Leo-Scorpio placement. What role does the Leo play here? Because this is why you think you can't get something. Maybe you're with somebody and they're, I don't, if you got to fight for money, maybe it's like you think somebody's credit is too bad, or like, what's another example? I don't know. Yeah, what else did the Leo do that makes you think you won't be able to get something? You may have a Leo placement too. Yeah, Libra and compassion. This has a lot to do with an emotional relationship. Because if your advice is competing for money, you guys are not friends at work, if you're wondering. I don't know what you do for work, but if you, like anybody corporate, y'all are not friends. If it's a business, you're still competing. Like something is still a competition. But I feel like that means that you're still going to win the competition. That's what you need to know. But you need to look at this like it's a competition. These people, somebody's not your friend. You're going to have to challenge for this, or like be a challenge for this opportunity. All right, what is the outcome for my Pisces? Let's see. What's the outcome for my Pisces here? I mean, I'm sorry. Why I say Pisces? Did somebody type that? That's trippy. Does anybody know what Pisces? All right, contemplate, worried, encouragement, and focus. Yeah, what is the worry? What in this case, what is somebody worried about? Think about the worry. Literally. Oh, honesty. Yeah, why is somebody worried about that? Why is somebody worried about honesty? Because they're a liar, I guess. The Cancer reading did have a lot about lying, and you have Cancer right here. All right. Maybe somebody else is worried about being honest because you came out and speak up, or maybe you're worried about being honest. I wouldn't do that. Go ahead and, you know, fight for what's going on. Okay. I do see somebody put Aries. Y'all can always ask for other signs. It's not like, you know, a rule. If you want to watch for other signs, you can. If y'all want personal questions, you do the $5 Cash App, PayPal, or Super Chat questions. All right. Ooh. Make sure we got all the cards organized. Make sure y'all get your decks. They are available. They're very nice. I love them. They came out so nice. Oh, that's why I said Pisces, because it's next on the list. I must have read it. I'm like, where did my brain see Pisces? Hold on, y'all. Okay. It's hot. All right, y'all. Welcome, y'all. Welcome. All right, y'all know that if you're on TikTok, Twitch, Kick, this will be up on YouTube. It's going to be time-stamped. All right, Pisces, matter of fact, speaking of timestamps, Taurus is next, by the way. Who are we missing? I think we're missing Libra and Scorpio. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Do we have any Libra, Scorpios? Nope, you didn't miss Cancer yet. I'm just gonna put Libra and Scorpio at the bottom. There we go. Nope, we didn't do Capricorn yet. So far, guys, just to let y'all know the order. We did Sag, Leo, Cancer, and Aquarius. All right, we're doing Pisces, Taurus, Gemini, Capricorn, Virgo, Aries, Libra, Scorpio. All right, so that is the order we have left here. No problem. Oh, you're a Scorpio. I'll put you above Libra since you're actually here. So we'll do Libra last. It'll still be a while. Each reading takes about 10 to 15 minutes. If you guys do end up missing anything, thank you, James. If y'all end up missing anything, this is up on my YouTube. It is the same username. It's EeshUrHeartOut. I did do Leo. That is up on YouTube, and it's at 20 minutes. All right. When y'all catch me live, y'all can do the $5 Cash App questions. My Cash App's up there on TikTok. For the YouTubers, it's down in my description. All right, you can ask whatever, any area of life. Also, guys, just really quick, whenever y'all do book readings with me, please try to be specific with your question. Not to where you're giving me, you don't need to give me like everybody's birthdays and all that stuff. I'm not asking for that, but like if you're asking whether or not you should leave something behind, like say what you're leaving behind. Is it a job, a relationship, you know, things like that. Like be clear on what you're, you know, asking whether or not you should do something, okay? All right, so let's see. Let's see, Pisces. All right, what energy should my Pisces be in today? Let's see. What energy should the Pisces be in? Okay, authority. Oops. All right, authority. You have authority over your own self. You need to put in place some laws and regulations there, okay? All right, you are the authoritative figure in this case. Those of you with children, it's time to lay down the law. All right, what do you have authority over? If you're a manager, supervisor, whatever. Let's see, what do you have authority over here, Pisces? You are in an authoritative position. Okay, you've got emotional attachment. We got fantasize and lust. Okay, that's very clear here. All right, I got you. I got you after this reading. You heard that? All right, so you have authority over an emotional attachment that has you fantasizing over sex or a relationship. The next card is manipulation, okay? Now, if this is somebody else outside of you, like if this is a, you know, a growing teenager, you know, things like that, you have to explain that. I feel like you have authority over your own emotions. You can control your mindset, Pisces, all right? Okay, if you're fantasizing over like sex because you're emotionally attached or anything like that, just kind of snap back to it. What else is the situation at hand here overall? Okay, solution. All right, so what's the issue here? So this might be the issue. Let's see, what else is the issue? Yeah, desire. All right, so this is definitely sex. This is something that we desire. What do we desire here in this case? There's another way I can read this too. All right, we got conflict and Sagittarius and smooth sailing. So something that you desire conflicts with a Sagittarius, or maybe you want to compete with a Sagittarius. There could be somebody else that wants to compete with them. It looks like something is easy here for them, or something is literally going smoother. I don't know if this has anything to do with literal travel. Sagittarius rules travel. But yeah, somebody desires to compete with a Sagittarius. That is the issue. Or, okay, what's going to be the solution here? Or somebody wants to fight against something that's going easier or smoother for somebody else. So the solution is to control. Yeah, what do you need to control here? I don't know if you can control the person. Yeah, restraint. Okay, and time. Okay, what's going to be the result of this solution here? Okay, you've got speak up, transformation. Yeah, danger. That's what Sagittarius was saying. There's intuition again and triggered. So somebody's going to be upset that somebody's intuition is correct about a dangerous situation. Sagittarius's energy was self-care. And what do they do out of self-care? They keep the same perspective of something that may be dangerous. All right. Let's see. Now, this is another way I could look at this in a more positive light. When we have fantasize, we have emotional attachment, fantasize, and lust with a certain desire. If there's something that you actually desire, and I'm not talking about just sex or a sexual relationship, but like a desire of something that you want to complete, when we have that, you would be emotionally attached to that task, to that goal, right? It would be an energy where it's like, okay, I care about completing this goal so much that I'm going to focus on this every day. I'm going to find out how am I going to achieve this goal every day. Like if you're emotionally attached to how your body looks, you're going to go to the gym every day. If you're emotionally attached to getting a certain amount of money in your bank account, you're going to go to work every day. Or if you're like, okay, at the end of the year, I need 2 weeks of leave saved up. I'm not taking no days off. You're going to be, you know, focused on that goal. So that is another way that you can look at it. All right. So there's 2 ways you can look at this. But somebody wants to compete with a Sagittarius or go against what's going easily for them, apparently. All right, so let's see. So the solution to that is controlling, restraint, and time. Something may be going easily. Well, we'll see. Why is something going easy for them? Either they use their time wisely, because we know that Sag is also the Wheel of Fortune in the tarot deck. So why is something going smoothly for them? Maybe that's what you need to know, and then you would implement that same energy for yourself. Okay, we've got liar and rules, and then Aquarius. So we talked about who's the liar here. I just did that reading in the in the Cancer reading. All right, we got perspective and envy. Okay, we're going to see. All right. So something's going smoothly for them. Maybe they lied about something. I don't know. They didn't come out as the liar in their reading, though. I feel like it's somebody else that was in the Cancer reading. All right, so let's see. So let's see, what's the issue? Somebody wants to fight a Sagittarius or conflict or compete with a Sagittarius. What's their desire here? The nine is, why? The Nine of Swords has come out in every spread that I did. Okay, in this case, what is somebody so worried about or anxious about? What? We've got the bright side and a repetitive cycle. Let's see. Okay, we're going to clarify that. All right, what does somebody desire here? To fight a Sagittarius or something? Oh, somebody could be attracted to somebody. Somebody wants to date this person. Oh, the High Priestess, the Tower, the Three of Swords. So somebody, there's the intuition. Either somebody wants someone's intuition to be shocking or incorrect, or somebody wants to date the person with intuition, or somebody wants to date a Sagittarius. What? What? All right, what's your current energy, Pisces? You got knowledge is power. Let's see. What's your current energy, Pisces? Okay, your energy is judgment. So you're making this call for yourself. You're realizing that. I feel like you're making this call. You're already realizing it. What is the Tower? Somebody is attracted to somebody. And that's what this is? What? What's the result? The Tower is supposed to be that somebody wants? Okay, we've got Virgo and have faith. All right, so something spiritual. What does that have to do? What's the High Priestess intuitively know? So there's somebody doing something spiritual. All right, money and flow and be different. That was in the Leo reading. Okay, so to tie these together, the Leo reading was about somebody getting paid to be different, or somebody's focused on their financial income while the entire other group is focused on sex or something. I feel like if there's somebody's intuition is working, they're like, okay, bet, I know that I can do this. I know I'll get paid to do this. This is a good idea. This will generate income. I know I got the job. Like, that's what somebody intuitively knows. Okay. So I feel like the Tower could be something shocking. Like, this could be a spiritual awakening for somebody. All right. This could be you. Maybe you're reading your own cards and you go through like a spiritual awakening or something. All right. What are you going to do in authority here? We're going to see what the solution is. But what are you going to do in authority? Okay, yeah, you got the Lover. So you have a decision. You have authority over blocking out something, or that's what I'm saying, controlling and restraint. You have the authority to fix this. This is your mind. Gemini is your mind. You have authority over what you are creating or what you want to do. Again, the two ways I read it, and this is just to clarify. If you have emotional attachment, fantasizing lust, of course, your mind is thinking about sex with somebody that you're emotionally attached to, or you're fantasizing about somebody you're attached to. You might have like a belief system that maybe you think like, oh, that's my intuition and they're thinking about me too, and that's why I'm thinking about them. I don't know. It's like you have more mind control than you think. I'm also getting two. If we flip it, like I said, if this is something you desire to create for yourself, you'll be emotionally attached to that, and you will, you know, logically figure out how to complete that task. It's just whatever polarity that is. All right, what else is the solution to this issue? Somebody's like attracted or wants to fight with a Sag or compete with a Sag or something like that. All right, you got the Chariot. Yeah, see, there's the Seven of Swords. There's the Liar energy. And then there's the King of Wands. Like, literally, it's, I don't know, it's two people. It's one person telling the truth, one person's lying. Okay, child. Let's see. What's the outcome here of the solution? Yeah, you got the Knight of Swords. There's the King of Swords, Four of Wands. It needs to be a restraint from lust. And then the Five of Swords is here. Okay, I don't even know. That's interesting because I guess the Sag could be the high priestess. Where is the Sag at? Because that's the center of it. That's the issue. Somebody wants to, they desire to compete with the Sagittarius, or they desire to fight them, or something like that. So the Sag is in the Two of Swords. They're being very logical. They're not even coming out as a major card. So the person who has a desire to, I guess, conflict with them, what's their energy? Their energy is the moon. That's what I'm saying. Somebody's making something a bigger deal than this person. They don't. I mean, I'm not going to say the Sagittarius doesn't care, but it's like somebody's just watching somebody that does not pay attention to them, or like this is the energy that somebody just doesn't. They don't care. I don't know. I don't know what that has to do with this. But that's your reading. So I feel like it's like a mind control thing. It's like looks like a one-sided beef. What else is the Sag doing in the Two of Swords for this person? They got Scorpio, obstacles, and Cancer. So somebody's like, okay, this basically somebody's just like, we got the Chariot came out with the Seven of Swords, Six of Swords, the King of Wands. This could be the Sag as well. So this is like, okay, the Scorpio causes the obstacles here, so it is what it is. So they're just, so this person's like, okay, I'm ignoring all the water then, get rid of all the water signs, get rid of all the emotional attachment. Like, it's just too much. Like, there's no, what is the obstacle here? Like, something's not, I don't know. I don't know if something's worth it for somebody to really worry about. Yeah, the obstacle is compassion and partnership. But see, when we pull things like that, y'all, when I get compassion and partnership, it's not that you can't date people, love people, care about people. But in some cases, people flat out just don't deserve compassion. That's just, it just is what everybody does not deserve compassion. And that's just point blank, period. I don't know. So that's the obstacle here anyway. So, you know, I'm not making it up. In this case, it is that is the issue. Sag was supposed to be self-care. Oh, girl, wait. I skipped somebody's question. I just remembered. Hold on. Let me write. I need to write the questions so that I don't skip them. I'm going to do both questions after Pisces. Guys, don't be that patient, okay? If I miss your question, please let me know. That other question just popped up, so I'm gonna do both questions right after this, and I'm gonna timestamp them in case she's not here. Okay, because I know I was supposed to do it after Aquarius, I think. All right, but we're almost done with this one. So yeah, this is your reading, Pisces. Let's see what's the outcome for my Pisces. Disrespect, Libra, commit, and community. All right, so it looks like somebody is going to, it looks like there's going to be some sort of commitment to an actual, I don't know, group of people. Like we're going to lock in, sign some sort of contract, something like that. All right, we'll see. That's a long story for the Pisces. I'm going to answer, I got to answer Empress question. And I'm going to timestamp that for her in case she has to come back. And I'm going to do that second question. Those of you with personal questions, we do the $5 questions. You can either do CashApp, PayPal, or the YouTube Super Chat. All right, there are $5 questions. All right. Okay, so let me do Empress's question real quick because I skipped all over her question, unfortunately. I'm so sorry. Okay. All right, she might not be here. Okay, so what's Carl's intentions for her? Let's see. But it'll be timestamped when she gets back. Okay, so what is Carl's intentions for Empress in alignment with her highest good? What's his intentions? Okay, we got dogmatic. So he's going to have a very traditional mindset when it comes to relationships. Okay, so, you know, probably the typical like men lead, women be submissive, things like that. But we're going to clarify. So what kind of what tribe perspective does he have? What is this about? He has a traditional perspective about what in this relationship? It could be anything. Okay, we got Leo energy and community. So I don't know if he's an actual Leo or not, but he has a tribe perspective about what is shown in public. Oh, you said you're doing laundry. So I don't know if he's a Leo, but he has a very, he cares a lot about public appearance. All right. Leo rules our pride, our ego. It's the fame quality. So it's just about public appearance a lot. He may want to also show something off, show the relationship off. So what role does he want you to play, I'm assuming, in his life with this energy? So he cares a lot about appearances. This could also be his family, like caring about what his family thinks, you know, of the relationship, maybe even his friends. All right, so what role does he want you to play in this situation, in the community with him? Okay, it says lust. So he wants, first of all, he probably wants to make sure that you are very attractive when you're around. Yeah, lust, desire, flaunt, and Sagittarius. So I do feel like he wants to show off how attractive you are. Now, of course, lust can be very different than partnership, but that's what it is. I feel like he cares about a lot about appearances, and he does want to show off the fact that he's with you. So, you know, let's see. So what other energy should you be in with him? What energy should you be in this case? Okay, so you got self-care. That was the Sag reading today, so you might want to watch it. It was the first one today. Oh, he's an Aries. Yeah, really... I feel like any man cares about like what other people think about their partner, but that's a whole nother conversation for another time. But yeah, so your energy is self-care. If you're doing anything where you feel like you're going above and beyond and you're not putting yourself first, do not do that. You might want to watch the Sag reading, may clarify further. But what else with self-care? What other energy would you be in? Like, if you have to go above and beyond to do this, I wouldn't. If you're not able to be yourself in a situation, you know, but... yeah, so self-care is money inflow, all right? So, if you want to show you off, make sure, you know, make sure he's paying for what he's showing off. That hair, them nails, shit like that. But... you know, make sure he's supportive. If he has I feel like if he has a traditional way of dating, then he wouldn't be have an issue with that. But yeah, folks, still focus on getting money. Don't put anything to the side. You know, things like that. Make sure that it's not just sex. You know, make sure that you're also supported as well. Okay. All right, so I'm gonna do the second question. So little connections. Okay, so let's see. What's your recent nausea trying to tell you? Not sick, not pregnant. I fear I'm blocking my intuition currently and is trying to physically speak. Okay, so let's see. Let me timestamp this too. I saw the card time when I cut when I cut the deck, so that reminded me to put the timestamp. All right, I always put timestamps in case y'all got to come back or in case you walked away or anything like that. All right, so let's see. What is the nausea trying to tell her in alignment with her highest good? Is it her intuition trying to speak to her about anything? What does this energy represent for her? Okay, you've got compassion. So I don't know if you're currently in a relationship or anything like that. All right. You said, I just saw your comment, Empress. All right, so your energy is coming out as compassion. Okay. So compassion for a Capricorn, and you have irony. So I don't know if you're dating a Capricorn or not, or if you're doing something out of compassion for people based on some sort of traditional mindset. Okay, now when we pull irony, also keep in mind this may be like a piece of advice that you gave to somebody else, like, I don't know if you should have compassion in this situation, and you may be doing the same exact thing that someone else is doing. All right, let's see. What are you doing out of compassion? And then we'll see what you can do to maybe like mitigate the issue. Let's see. What are you doing out of compassion really quick? Okay, yeah, lust. So that could be something sexual. So now if you're doing, yeah, see, and an incomplete and indulgence, if you're doing sex out of compassion, do you like it? I would make sure you actually, or like you could be sacrificing attractiveness or something like that. Let's see. Okay, they're Capricorns and they're struggling. Let's see what else. What energy should you be in to kind of fix this? So the ironic part can of course be, like I said, Capricorn is traditionalism. So, you know, typically we are saying you're supposed to feel compassion for family and things like that. So I wouldn't say not to. I feel like you're also not allowed. Are you not allowing yourself to like enjoy certain things? You got incomplete and indulgence. Your boyfriend is Capricorn. Well, that's probably it's probably the boyfriend, honestly, more than the sister and the grandmother. All right, so what energy should you be in? Like, what is this kind of like a sign for you to do? Let's see. Okay, you've got ignore. What should you ignore here? Don't ignore the nausea. That's not what that means. What should you ignore in this case? Let's see. Okay, it's out of your hands. This is not out of your control to fix this issue. So I feel like literally the root of it is compassion for, you know, the Capricorn energy. So it's not out of your hands. You can control this. I feel like this is literally like a gut feeling, or that's very odd. That's interesting. So if you're doing something out of compassion and it's lust or it's sexually tied to your boyfriend, are you attracted to him? Are you actually enjoying it? What else is missing with incomplete? Yeah, honesty. I feel like in this case, you may not be even being honest with yourself about what you like or what you enjoy. Yeah, so literally ignore any advice where, oh, it's out of your hands, you have no control over this. You do. So, you know, of course, it's up to you, but be honest with yourself about how you feel about your actual relationship. Be honest with yourself about what's missing. What else do you need to be honest about? Or maybe he's not being honest. It just depends. Yeah, you got blockage and controlling. Yeah, repetitive cycle. You have control over this. This is not, your love life is not out of your hands. This issue that you're feeling currently within your body, that is not out of your hands. You have full control over that. All right, literally, I feel like you need to be honest about the fact that you're not allowing yourself to control something that maybe you keep competing in relationships when it comes to compassion. All right. Yeah, I dated a Capricorn for a little while and it was for no reason. So I can relate, but do not do that if you're not being honest with yourself, okay? All right, so those are how the quick general or personal readings go. Yeah, it's okay. We all do it. It's all right. We've all been there before. But yeah, so that's how we do the personal questions. Y'all, questions, again, they're $5 Cash App or Super Chat or PayPal. All right, so far, guys, the zodiac signs that we've done, we did Sag, Leo, Cancer, Aquarius, Pisces, and we did 2 personal questions. So we're going to do Taurus, Gemini, Capricorn, Virgo, Aries, Scorpio, and Libra. All right. If you're on any of my other platforms, this is up on YouTube. It will be time-stamped. And also, guys, we got a sale going on through the end of August. If you get 2 items, you do get a free digital download. So check that out. You get one of the journals and the planners. Also, check out the astrology ebook. And I have some really nice products coming for y'all. I'm very excited that I am working on. So keep an eye out for that. All right, so we're going to do Taurus. Let me timestamp it. Y'all know I will forget a good timestamp. All right. Oh, dag. Yep. That's exactly what the Sag reading was about. I love when y'all confirm the readings for me. Thank you. All right. So let's see. What energy should my Tauruses be in? What's the energy for the Tauruses today? Okay, so relocate. Now, a couple of ways to read this. If you actually have been thinking about moving, go ahead and do it, you know. But this is like going from one state to the next as far as our actions, our thoughts, things like that, maybe belief systems. All right, so what's the current state or situation, Tauruses? This could be about moving on. Okay, we've got a blockage. All right, so if this is something that you weren't able to do, go ahead, leave it behind. There's other ways to achieve it. But let's see, what is blocked out here where you're currently at? You could be blocking something out. You're blocking out laughter. Leo came out as laughter. All right, but you're blocking out laughter. You're not allowing yourself to enjoy something. All right, what else do you need to relocate towards? Okay, you've got take action. Okay, what you need to act now or act faster? Okay, what action do you need to take? We'll see what the overall situation is. Let's see. Okay, control. So you have control over something here. What else do you have control over, Tauruses? All right, you got Gemini and then solution and focus. Okay, so I feel like this is a mental thing. All right, this looks like a mentality. You may know a Gemini, but you have control, like literally you have mind control. The solution is to focus. Okay, there's golden opportunity. So whatever opportunity you feel like you have, focus strictly on that. And I feel like that is going to help you kind of elevate in a mentality, like in a mental way. What are you trying to reach, right? Okay, so what is the overall situation for you? We got observe flipped out. What else is the situation here? And then we'll get the tarot for you, Tauruses. Okay, we got flaunt. All right, so that was Cancer's advice. So they're able to flaunt or show something off or be proud of it. Okay, maybe there's something that you want to show off. But yeah, so I feel like the solution to something is focusing on an opportunity that you have here. Hold on, y'all. Let me fix this air again. It's not staying on. I must gotta turn it down. I guess I got it on auto. Let me get comfy. All right, Tauruses. Gotta be comfortable because y'all know I'll be on here for a while. All right, let's get 8 cards for my Tauruses. Let's see. Okay, the Tower, the 6 of Swords. So where you're going to literally get an unexpected shift in your perspective by listening to someone else here. All right, yeah, the Knight of Swords, the King of Swords. Like I'm getting mind power, mind control, literally. We'll see what the Tower is too. 4 of Wands, 10 of Wands. There's the Lovers. All right, a Gemini may be able to help you here. And then there's your 8 of Cups. There is the relocation, okay? So what's the Tower? What was going on before the Tower here? You may not realize something was occurring. Okay, you got the Temperance, the 2 of Cups, and then the High Priestess. All right, so I don't know if it's 2 Sagittariuses together. It could be a Sagittarius man. It's like a Sagittarius man, a Sagittarius woman, or this Sagittarius is incorporating their own intuition or they're using it for themselves. Let's see. What else is the Sag energy here? What's occurring before the Tower? This could be a teacher, if you don't know what Sagittarius. Okay, lust. Somebody could be dating. It's like 2 Sages dating each other or some sort of attraction. What does the High Priestess know? What's our intuition telling us to do? Or if this is one person doing something for themselves, they know how to make something look attractive. All right, what does the High Priestess know to do here intuitively? Okay, self-care. Yeah, she just confirmed the Sag reading. All right. So there we go. The Sag already knows to do that. Okay. All right, so that causes a tower because the Sag intuitively knows to care for themselves. Not sure what, so what does the Sag have to do with you then, Taurus? I'm not sure where you are. Okay, emotional attachment. So maybe you have an emotional attachment to them. All right, they're in self-care. Okay. All right, what's the result of the tower here? Okay, so contemplate. Yeah. All right, so contemplate compassion for a Capricorn, ironically. You may think about how much compassion you have for a Capricorn. That's literally what I just pulled. I don't know if she's a Taurus or not. Let's see. So that could be what you're contemplating on. What else are you contemplating on for yourself? That could be the same thing. Virgo, speak up in authority. And then Cancer energy. All right, so I feel like a Virgo is the one that's going to tell. I don't know what all these people are. It's like a lot of extra people. You're going to think about a Virgo speaking up about having authority or telling this. Like, I feel like somebody's going to tell that Pisces to have authority. You're thinking about that. You might watch the Pisces reading. You're like, okay, wait, I have authority over this too. Or I have authority over my own mind. Okay, what's the result of this tower for you? What do you start to do here, Taurus? Status quo, Aquarius, and commit. All right, you got obstacles and smooth sailing. Now, we talked about Sag having smooth sailing in the Pisces reading, actually. Why something was working out for them. They intuitively know to do self-care. So this could be them. All right, they intuitively know to do something for themselves. I don't know if there's other Sagittarius watching this, things like that. They could be tied to you. So you have emotional attachment, though. So what else is your energy with the Sag reading with emotional attachment? Because that triggers this. Yeah, judgment. I don't know if you watched me say that or I don't know. Yeah, Three of Wands. There's the Hierophant. You're listening to this. What are you emotionally attached to, Taurus? Like you're emotionally attached to, I don't know, these readings or another Sagittarius. What else are you emotionally attached to? It's like the information. It's like you don't want to hear the information. What else is your current energy? It's like, yeah, you're emotionally attached to a Sagittarius. Are you dating it's like if there's a Taurus woman watching this and I told a Sag to love themselves or something. What? Okay. All right. Let's see what you would do and take action, Tauruses. Let's see. Okay, you got the Death card. There could be something with it. You got Scorpio, Cancer energy. There's the Sun and the Two of Wands. So you're going to get information from a Scorpio, Cancer. You're going to learn this. What are you going to find out? I feel like you're going to find out. Now, I know Sag was supposed to be dogmatic. They were supposed to keep their perspective on something and warn somebody of something. They're going to keep that perspective and provide evidence or provide the message. That's what's going to occur. I talked about also in the Pisces reading, I said that Scorpio and Cancer, the obstacle was compassion. Sagittarius intuitively knows to have self-care. So you guys can tie this in. How it's necessary for you, but right now you do have emotional attachment. All right, but you have to take action. I feel like this could be you. It's time for you to move on from something. Go do something new. What else are you going to do that's new for you? If you have a goal, I would, by taking action, I always say like it's time for you to research something, look it up so that you can start implementing it. Yeah, 5 of Pentacles, 4 of Swords. Yeah, the 10 of Swords. All right. Yeah, okay. All right. That's Taurus's reading. Gemini is next, y'all. So yeah, Gemini, Capricorn, Virgo, Aries, Scorpio, and Libra left. on deck. All right. Okay, I think we're good. All right, Geminis. Oh, you sent a question. Actually, before I do Gemini, let me do her question really quick. Hold on 1 second. Okay. Okay. Okay, I got your question. I'm going to do her question, y'all, real quick, and then we will do Gemini after that. Okay, so you want to know about your son. He's a Sagittarius. Okay, you want to make sure that things are not too difficult. So let's see. So how is your son currently feeling? What's going on here? Let's see what his current energy is. And then we'll see what energy you should be in. And of course, we have cards that are like worried and concerned, things like that. All right, so what's his current energy? Okay, money inflow. All right, so he's getting paid, so he's generating income. If you're worried about that, I don't think you have to worry. So I don't know if he's like off to college or something solo. All right, what is he able to generate money doing? So I feel like he's focused on his career. If you feel like he's very closed off, I feel like that's what he's focused on. All right, yep, he's got contemplate and authority. So he could have different, we got transformation and honesty and bravery. All right, self-assured. So this is not bad at all. I feel like he may have came up with his own idea here. Maybe like some sort of side hustle while he's in school. It doesn't look like anything bad. All right, so what energy should you be in here with your son? To see if you should be concerned or worried. So I feel like if he's quiet, closed off, it looks like he's just focused on like building income for himself. Okay, no, you should be proud. Okay, that's good energy. You got flaunt. All right, let's see. So what else should you be proud of here? So I don't think there's, okay. What else should you be proud of? So no issues. You got conflict, Scorpio, and then smooth sailing. So it looks like they overcame something here. Now, I don't know if he dealt with a Scorpio at all or if you had anything dealing with a Scorpio, but he overcame some sort of conflict and now something is easy. He may have even, because earlier I pulled conflict and money inflow for Aquarius. I don't know all his, placements or whatever, but if he had to like fight for something or he had to compete for something, he did overcome that competition. He overcame some sort of, also this could have been a money loss with Scorpio energy. All right. There's a Virgo, Sagittarius. There's restraint and liar. Yeah, so Sag he's not getting manipulated or anything. He's doing well. I don't think there's anything you need to worry about at all. I feel like he's just being focused on getting money there. Yep, so that's really good energy. So I would not worry. I know that's easier said than done because I'll be worried about my kid all the time. All right. So those are personal questions. Let's see. So we're going to do Gemini. If anybody has any personal questions, let me make sure real quick I ain't missed nothing. I don't think I did. Okay. All right, we're good. I wanted to make sure I didn't miss anything. All right, guys. I did timestamp that in case you guys need to come back and watch any of your questions. All right, Geminis. Oh, let me write the timestamp from a Geminis too. Let's see. All right, Geminis. What energy should my Geminis be in here? Let's see. What energy should the Geminis be in for themselves? Oh, worried. Okay, so you should be concerned, Gemini. So you're the Nine of Swords that keeps coming out. So Gemini is opposite of Sagittarius, and Sag had like the warning about danger. So, damn. Okay, let me just, let me give you A little precursor before we continue, because I don't want to trigger nobody's anxieties and things like that. But when we say you should be worried, be more concerned. Think about things, think things through before you just jump into something. I don't know if Geminis will listen to this. I don't know if Geminis really be worried like that, but we're going to see. So what might you be concerned about, Geminis? Yeah, danger. Okay, I'm sorry. This has been coming out for you guys for like the past like week. You should be concerned that something is dangerous. You do have irony here, so you may not... Typically, when something is ironic, that means that we've warned somebody against something, or we warned somebody not to do something that we may be doing. All right, let's see. What's the dangerous energy here? Okay, in this case, it's lust. Now, in the Cancer reading, there was a long story about like somebody lying about sex. Right now, I wouldn't have sex. That's not a good idea. It could be an issue here. So the dangerous part is sex. I wouldn't have sex with this person. What would it lead to if you don't listen to this? Or like don't be led by lust? What would this lead to here for you? I would not do this. Flaunt, restraint, and then golden opportunity. So first of all, like if you get you're not going to listen. I see it right now. I'm going to show you literally. Its worth is right here. I already know. I already know you're not going to listen to this reading if it's a Gemini watching. Literally, I'm a Sag. You're triggered. You're going to do it anyway. I'm not. I mean, it's here. I feel like if you focus on sex or if you focus on a relationship, you're going to hold back from a better opportunity for yourself, or you're going to miss out on something. You need to be worried about this. What's ironic about it, though? I feel like that this could be like you giving people advice on something to be careful about, and you're also not being careful. What's ironic about this? Solution. So I feel like the solution, first of all, is to be concerned. That's number one, because if you're concerned, then you'll heed the warning and you don't have to worry about going through something. Or the solution itself is ironic. So in this case, what is the solution to your worries or to your issue? Something that's incomplete. So that is ironic. Something's still missing something, but yet it still works. What is it? What's missing? Conflict. So this could be like, yeah, I'm not going to fight with you. You should be worried. It's dangerous. Don't do that. I'm not going to fight about it. Or that's interesting. So what should you do instead here? What do you need to focus your time on? Or secret. We talked about the result of danger is flaunt. You need to keep something to yourself. Yeah, there's the self-care and Sagittarius reading that we already did. So you want to flaunt something, I would keep it to yourself. This is not a good idea. Somebody may not, I don't know, what do you want to flaunt or show off? Because it may, like, somebody may not give you something because of this. Yeah, desire. You got desire and lust and emotional attachment. Yeah, I don't think this is a good idea. I mean, it's not a good idea. I'm not going to say I don't think. It's not a good idea. I'm telling you right now. All right, let's see. Oh, yeah. Gemini has been pulling danger for, like, shit, maybe like a week or two. I don't know what the hell y'all been doing. Let's see. Maybe I don't know if it's out of your control or not. I don't know. Real quick, what I will say is Uranus and Gemini is square Mercury and Virgo. Mercury and Mars can be accidents. If you can avoid it, I wouldn't go out right now. Not to scare you that much, but I mean, shit, you got worried and danger, so. Alright, you know. Alright, let's get 8 cards. Let's see. If you saw it in his phone, Hanzala, probably yes. I don't need cards for that. Most likely yes. You got the 5 of Pentacles, the 4 of Swords. So this is you not worrying. This is you not caring about something or not noticing. You don't notice, you don't care. This is your opportunity to receive something. You may be calm because you're receiving money. And so you don't care about the dangers of something. It just depends. Or it's in a scenario where if you're not worried about this situation, you're going to go do it anyway, and then you miss out on another opportunity. But I feel like you're not worried because you're getting paid. All right, there's a Pisces. I don't know if a Pisces is paying you. You got the Hangman. There's a Judgment, the 3 of Cups. You got the Devil card and the Queen of Pentacles. So the signs that are out are Pisces and Capricorn. This combination too is spirituality to me. Whenever I get the Devil card, I think about kind of spiritual information. This is like literally us using the cards to see something that you may not see. What else are you currently doing, Gemini? What are you blocking? Maybe you're trying to block out your anxiety. Yeah, observe. Yeah, money outflow. You don't want to look. You need to pay attention to how much something costs as well. So this could be like, you're like, yeah, I'm not even going to look at my bank account, whatever. It's like you're not seeing where the money's coming from or why you're receiving the money. What else do you need to notice about money outflow? Where is the money coming from? And then we're going to see where the money is going. The money is coming from, you got rules. Okay. So it's like an ultimatum with this. And where is the money going? Okay, we've got do it solo, manipulation, controlling, and perspective. What do you need to notice about the money spending? I think you need to pay attention to where the money is going. Yeah, you got detached and disrespect. So you're not, whatever the rules and regulations that are with the money, like say somebody's giving you an ultimatum, okay? They're like, all right, Gemini, we're going to give you this grant and you got to use, $1,000 for advertising. You got to use 1,000 for this, 1,000 for that. You kind of think you can do whatever with the money. You can't. Or, because if you're blockage and observe, you're just like, no, I don't want you to see where the money's going. I don't want to see where it's going. Okay, so let's see what you would be doing if you were concerned or worried about this. Let's see. Yeah, the King of Swords. There's a Temperance, the 2 of Cups, the Ace of Pentacles, the Queen of Swords. I'm a Sagittarius, and I'm telling you, right now, this is why I made this deck like this. So something, again, like I said, you will be restraining yourself from a golden opportunity. You have a better opportunity somewhere else. What else do you have an opportunity to do here? Got the 8 of Wands, the Magician, and the Hermit. Do not flaunt something. Yeah, keep something to yourself too. So there's a lot of ways I could read this, right? Like if you have some sort of idea, I don't know if you're showing it off too quickly. Like, I don't know what you're doing. You need to keep it to yourself. This is what the Hermit is. If you're being warned against lust, it's like you're in a relationship or you're having sex with somebody and you're missing out on a better financial situation for yourself. You're not paying attention to where your money's going, how much something costs, how expensive something is. All right, that's your warning. Well, I mean, I don't know if you guys are going to listen. You know what it is, though. You'll know what it is. It's not, when I say, like, concerned or worried with danger, 9 times out of 10, people know, like, what they shouldn't be doing, honestly. Maybe they think they're okay with it or they'll get away with it or something. All right, that's Gemini. We're going to do Capricorn. I don't know what's been going on with Gemini. I guess because it's Uranus in Gemini or something at like the critical degrees. So, all right, Capricorns. Y'all are next. If you guys got personal questions, you can do the $5 Super Chat, Cash App, or PayPal questions. All right, what energy should you be in, Capricorns? Let's see. What energy should my Capricorns be in? Lust. Okay, that's interesting. All right, so I think y'all pulled that yesterday. There might be something I need to figure out with that. But anywho, so of course, if you're thinking about dating or anything like that, of course, go with who you are attracted to in that case. I always look at lust as something being alluring, make it look attractive. But if this is something that you truly desire, that you've already started working on, continue working on what you desire, all right? But when you're building up something, make it alluring, make it attractive. All right, what's the overall situation here? Let's see. What's the overall situation for you, Capricorns? Okay, a Virgo. All right, you could be dealing with a Virgo. All right. Virgo rules in Sagittarius, transformation and contemplate. All right, looks like I don't know if a Virgo gave a Sagittarius rules. We'll figure out what that is. What else does a Virgo have to do with you, though? Just to clarify it. What does the Virgo have to do with you? All right, we've got secrets. So Capricorn or Virgo's keeping a secret or something. What secret are they keeping from you? Virgo is next. All right, we got conflict, ground yourself, compassion, blocking, and disrespect. Okay, they're hiding the fact that they're conflicted. What are they conflicted about? I don't know what that has to do with lust. We'll see what your current energy is. All right, what are they conflicted about? They're arguing or they're mad. Okay, they're conflicted about restraining themselves from manipulation, unpromising, and bright side. So this is the thing. Somebody may know something is negative and they want to make it look positive. Not sure what that is. All right, well, yeah, okay. But you should be in lust. What is your current energy? I don't know if you're attracted to a Virgo. Okay, your current energy is solution. Okay, so what's the issue? So you have a solution here. You are fixing something or you came up with a solution. The issue is a Leo. What did I say about Leo? I don't remember, child. The issue is a Leo, though. All right. Or you found an issue or you found a solution to dealing with a Leo. What did the Leo do here? Okay, Leo has self-care, danger, and controlling. So, okay. Okay, what's your solution? And we'll see the result of your solution here. What's your solution? Okay, so community. So you have a lot of people around you. You have support. All right, and then what is the outcome of that? So now that you're in the community, that's interesting. Do it solo. Fantasize, money outflow in Capricorn. So somebody wants to give you something. All right, so you being a part of this community, somebody wants to support you or give you something because you come off very confident. So I feel like the last piece of the puzzle with your advice being lust is to make it look attractive. All right, so you already have the solution. You've already overcome something. You have a good community of people around you. All right, or you have supporters, maybe you got good co-workers, good friends, family, things like that. Maybe you got a good network, you know, a networking situation. So yeah, somebody's thinking about giving you money because you're confident. Somebody wants to support you. They want to give you money. And the last piece of the puzzle is lust. Let's get one more part about lust here. I'm honestly not sure what the Virgo has to do with it. Now, the Virgo could have something like be a business. Maybe it's a professional community with Virgo. Okay, yeah, you got lust, authority, observe. All right, so make something look attractive while you're doing this. I pulled out a lot of cards here. Let me. Okay. Yeah, so somebody's literally, they're literally fantasizing about paying you. Or maybe you're trying to figure out, maybe you're coming up with creative ways to generate income for yourself. All right. All right, so let's get 8 cards. Let's see. That's so funny. All right, let's see. People used to do that back when I first started YouTube. They would type out nigger in one comment. They used to do that like back in the day. I haven't seen nobody do that in a long time. That's funny. All right, so let's see. Let's get 8 cards. Let's get 8 cards. All right, there's an opportunity. The 3 of Cups, the Hangman. Might be a Pisces, the Moon. So I feel like people are watching you, like this community of people may be watching you and they're happy around you. All right, but we'll clarify. It could be a Pisces there. You got the 9 of Cups, Page of Pentacles, the 3 of Pentacles, and then the 7 of Cups. All right. So just make something, you already found a solution here. Make something look positive. I feel like the solution could also have something to deal with the Pisces. All right, Pisces had authority and you're pulling the Hangman here. So maybe, I don't know if this is dating. Maybe there's a Pisces that's attracted to you, or, you know, I feel like they literally want to support you or take care of you. It just depends. I don't know. All right, so let's clarify what other issues you have. So yeah, I feel like you should do good networking here. You have the Ace of Pentacles, 3 of Cups. You have this could be a group of like-minded individuals. All right, so it works really well for you. And I feel like somebody's trying to come up maybe with a budget on what to give you. All right, so just continue to make something look attractive here. Look, this could be, I don't know what this would be. All right, let's see. So let's clarify what the issue part was, because you have a solution. So what was the issue here with Leo energy? Okay, you've got the Lovers, the Ace of Swords, and then the 4 of Pentacles. So a new perspective on somebody keeping something away. It looks like somebody kept something away from you, is what I'm assuming. All right, what was your solution here? There could be a Gemini. Yeah, your solution is a 6 of Pentacles. I feel like somebody supports you. People support you. All right, it could be a Cancer for some of you, or literally anybody that is opposite of you. It's almost like people want an attractive face or something. That's cool. All right, what energy would you be in with lust, Capricorns? Let's see. Yeah, the King of Pentacles. So that's, you know, you're an earth sign. So I feel like you're going to make something look very attractive. You're going to make it, you know, make it look nice. Let's see. What else? Okay. What's the money outflow Capricorn part? I feel like somebody wants to give you something because you're attractive. I feel like yeah, somebody's they may be flirty. Page of Cups, Page of Swords, the Eight of Pentacles. All right, so we see the Leo being detached. Strength card, 8 of Cups, 9 of Pentacles. They went and did something solo by themselves. All right, so you found a solution for that. I don't know what that has to, I don't know if you're partnered with them, or like while they're off doing something and they're taking care of themselves, you're over here, you'll make something look attractive and it works for you. Okay, what's the outcome for you Capricorns of you doing this? Okay, you got, Sagittarius, arrogant, encouragement, and rules. So a Sag may feel like they are above encouraging people to follow rules or something. Okay, I did say Sag was like either you're gonna listen or not. I say that all the time. Like I'm not gonna encourage anybody to, like, I'm not gonna force anybody. All right, we'll see. Okay, so that's Capricorn. We got Virgo. We got Virgo, Aries, and Scorpio left. All right. Virgo, Aries, Scorpio. Hanzala, you gotta do the $5 questions, baby. You got a lot of questions. The personal questions are $5. Otherwise, we're doing it general, so you might want to check out, you know, his zodiac sign or something. All right, Virgo. We got Virgo, Aries, Scorpio. Virgo came out in the Capricorn reading. So I don't know if you guys are dealing with a Capricorn. All right. Oh, and Libra. Let me write this on the next page. Almost forgot. Okay. All right, Virgos. What energy should my Virgos be in today? Let's see. What energy should my Virgos be in? Okay, conflict. All right, so Aquarius had that advice as well, but they had to fight for money or fight for an opportunity. So you might have to fight for something. We're going to see. So don't just take the peaceful way out, I'm assuming. What might you have to fight for here, Virgos? Let's see. Okay, a blockage. I feel like you're going to have to defend yourself. You're going to have to defend yourself or something like that. Okay, or maybe like you're... Okay, what else is being blocked out or what... Maybe something needs to be blocked out? What would be blocked out here? Okay, lust. Capricorn came out as lust, so... That was their advice. We got desire, bravery, and Pisces. Pisces did come out in their reading. We see the Capricorn is self-assured. They may have gotten a golden opportunity from a Scorpio. All right, it looks like there's a chain reaction here. Okay. Something, lust will be blocked out. Gemini got warned against lust. And again, I've said this before, guys. When we pull different cards, like the same cards for different signs, but they have like different advice. Like Capricorn's actually advised to be in lust or to make something alluring or attractive. You and Gemini, on the other hand, shouldn't be doing anything lustful right now, or that should be blocked out. But what's the overall situation for you, Virgos? Let's see. Taurus is back at 1 hour and 29 minutes. What's the overall situation for you, Virgos? Aquarius. Okay. Aquarius did have to fight for money. So let me sum up. You need to watch Aquarius's reading. Aquarius was supposed to learn from an Aries that they were supposed to fight for something, fight for their income, fight for their money. So overall, you have an Aquarius here. Oh, yeah, these are. Oh, okay. Okay, so you got an Aquarius community, have faith, Sagittarius, and Capricorn. So there could be this community of people, they're all under the same umbrella. So when we're talking about these signs here, now this could be something spiritual, like everybody has the same religious belief system or everybody has the same spiritual grounding or something like that. Or they come from the same culture. Sagittarius rules different foreign cultures. Capricorn and Aquarius are ruled by Saturn, and they are groups of people and the infrastructure in which we're in. So like our countries, cities, states. But if you're thinking about people, there could be an Aquarius, Sagittarius, and a Capricorn in your community. Oh, okay. What's your current... Let's see. Contemplate came out. All right, so let's see. What's your current energy, Virgo? This is so specific. All right, Virgo. Your current energy is compassion and manipulation. This is your current energy. You have compassion for somebody who is manipulating. What is this person manipulating here? Your focus. All right. What are they trying to, I don't know, get you to focus on, or what outcome do they want? Okay, we've got Scorpio and secret. They want either you to keep something a secret, or they want something dealing with a Scorpio. What do they want to be kept a secret? Or something with sex. Scorpio rules sex. Detached. I feel like this person is emotionally detached. What else are they emotionally detached from? That's the secret. They are emotionally detached from what? They don't want you to know that. Yeah, take action, obstacles, relocate, Taurus, Libra. Okay. They want to hide the fact that they are emotionally detached. That is what they are. That is what they're doing. So I feel like somebody wants you to think that they care or something. How should you view this person? They're self-assured. I feel like they know that it's going to work, so they're not really worried about it. All right. I feel like it must already be working right now or something. All right, let's get 8 cards. Let's see. So let's, do I want to break yours down differently? Let's just get 8 cards. Let's see. I don't know if we need to do that yet. The 4 of Swords, the Tower. So all of a sudden, you're going to think of something all of a sudden, or you're going to remember something all of a sudden. All right, the Empress, the 2 of Wands, Page of Pentacles, the Moon. There's a Devil card. There's that Capricorn and the King of Swords. All right, Capricorn's supposed to be in lust. You're not. You're supposed to block it out. You can't do what a Capricorn is doing. Maybe that's what you need to hear. You can't do what a Capricorn is doing right now. Or let's see what else. Literally, we talked about somebody manipulating your focus. You do not see, like you're not able to see something. It's right here. You're not able to see something evident because you're in the 4 of Swords. The Tower is here. What are you expecting with the Tower, or what is the norm here for you, Virgo? The 5 of Pentacles. You may feel like you guys are in something together, that you are in the same boat, or that you're in something together. What are you going to realize here? We're going to figure out what else the 5 of Pentacles could be too. Okay, the 10 of Pentacles. Do you think somebody doesn't have any money? I don't know what that has to do with anything. Let's clarify. What are you not... What's the norm here with the 5 of Pentacles? You're going to be shocked at somebody having a lot of support. We did pull community. Okay, there's unpromising. So this is, you think this is unpromising. What's actually going to occur here? We're going to figure out what actually works. Yeah, restraint. Okay. Somebody's able to hold back. Something doesn't look unpromising for them. They're in the 10 of Pentacles. Something is positive. What do you find to be unpromising? Yeah, golden opportunity. So something, who gets a golden opportunity? You thought something wasn't going to work out, but somebody gets an opportunity. And I don't know what that has to do with you having compassion for somebody who's manipulative. All right. What does somebody get a golden opportunity to do? Yeah, to receive money. We talked about the Capricorn. All right. So Capricorn is going to get paid. I don't know what that has to do with you. Where's the... So where are you at with compassion and manipulation? Yeah, I'm going to show you. So I don't know if a Leo is involved, but literally you're saying no to this energy to a Leo. And you're giving time here to the Two of Cups. This is you in compassion. You're an earth sign. So you're refusing to listen to a Leo, or you're refusing to listen to this person, or you're refusing to restrain somebody. Maybe that's what you're supposed to do. And you're like, no, I have compassion for them. I understand. What are they doing in Manipulator? You got the Seven of Wands. What's the secret behind this? And we know it's detached. Yeah, it's romance, or you're being romanced. He's also in a vehicle, so he could be moving or moving on. Yeah, there's the King of Cups. So this is more like a self-love thing. Okay, I don't know what the two have to do with each other, but you're not expecting somebody to get a good opportunity. So who's getting, you thought something was going to look bad for somebody. Who's getting an opportunity? Because you're somewhere else. You're going to have to fight for something. Yeah, I don't know. Something appears to be very successful. You're going to look at something and something's working out, or somebody's making money here. Okay, so these are kind of tied together. What do you need to do in conflict, Virgos? And then we're going to do Aries. Yeah, you need to, you know what you should do? Right now you have compassion, right? In conflict, there's no water coming out. You need to remove your compassion and see how somebody acts. See how quick somebody switches up when you say no, or see how quickly somebody says, or how quickly somebody switches up when you take your compassion out of a scenario, or when you take care of yourself. I feel like that's what you're going to witness. All right, so that was Virgo. We're going to do Aries next, y'all. Hey there, John. Welcome. All right, so we got Aries, Scorpio, and Libra left. If anybody has personal questions, this would be a good time to ask it. You can do the $5 Cash App, PayPal, or Super Chat questions. All right, because we're almost done. And when I'm done, I'm going to eat my lunch and work on my things that I have to do. Okay, Aries, let me get y'all a timestamp. There's going to be more products coming on the way. I'm excited. All right, Aries. What energy should my Aries be in here? You came out in Aquarius energy. Okay, restraint. Hold back. All right, don't indulge. Restrain yourself. What else do you need to hold back from? Lust. All right. Again, another example. All right, so you're attracted to somebody. I would not have sex with them, okay? Or just hold back a little bit, you know. All right, could be the Capricorn's advice was lust. So, all right, what's the overall situation for you? This is pretty straightforward. All right, community. Okay, so this is somebody that you're in community with. I feel like you should not be attracted to this person. So what is this person's role in the community? I feel like that's why you shouldn't. We got focus. All right, what else? Okay, rest. Okay, so I feel like they may not be paying attention to this. What's your current energy? So their focus and rest, they may just not even be thinking about it. Okay, your current energy is money inflow. So if you're making money, I feel like this would be a good time for you to continue focusing on that. Yeah, you have do it solo. What else are you receiving money for doing here? So maybe somebody's trying to get some money out of you, depending on what the scenario is. All right, so you're generating money for speaking up. All right, so you may, I don't know if you do motivational speaking, talking. singing, writing, anything like that. Something that you may be posting online, anything like that. Yeah. Who are you attracted to? I guess there's a reason for this. I don't, okay, maybe they'll mess up your public appearance. Who are you attracted to? I'll keep it a secret. You know, I'm not going to put it out there. Oh, shit, it's a secret. As soon as I said that, that's crazy. Yeah, irony, what? That's crazy. I'm a beast with the cards, y'all, okay? I'll be knowing. All right, I'll keep your business a secret. That's fine. I won't tell nobody who you're attracted to. All right, well, your reading is very simple. You don't really need that many cards. Let's see. Let's get 8 cards. No problem, Claudia. Thanks for letting me know that it resonated. Yeah, I see you literally getting paid. Your energy was money inflow. You're getting paid because you completed something. Something went full circle. You completed your contract, your work, your job, whatever. All right, so it's a secret about who you're attracted to here. Okay, it looks like you may want to flirt with somebody. I wouldn't. I feel like it looks like it goes against some sort of rules or regulations. So I don't know what role they play in your community, but yeah. All right, your Aries was pretty simple. Just hold back from lust right now. Keep working on what you're working on. It's okay to, do it every once in a while. But right now, you say you resonate with getting paid. I feel you on that. All right, Scorpio is next. And then we got Libra, y'all. Aries had a quick reading, so theirs was pretty straight to the point. Welcome. Hi there. All right, Scorpios. What energy should the Scorpios be in? Let's see. What energy should my Scorpios be in here? Okay, money inflow. All right, take the money. Typically, if that's your piece of advice, you may not want the money or you question how you're getting it. Also, think about think in a sense that will help you to make money instead of spending money. All right, what else can you do to generate the income, Scorpio? So take the money. Okay, commit. You're going to have to sign a contract or something's legal. All right. Pretty simple again. What other energy, what's the surrounding situation here? Is there a reason you don't want to take the money? Let's see, what's the situation? Okay, focus. All right, so I feel like it's a job. All right, you got focus and time. I feel like pay attention to how much time you're spending on something, but okay. What's your current energy? Okay, observe. What are you observing or looking into? You notice a pattern. What does that have to, okay. All right, what pattern, let's see, what pattern do you notice here? You're observing a cycle or you're noticing a pattern. All right, we got arrogant, intuition, and professionalism. Somebody's intuition knows to be professional, I'm assuming. I don't know where the arrogant part is, but what is somebody's intuition right about? It's out of your hands. Maybe there's a pattern to you receiving money. Scorpios rule merging of resources, contracts, debt. So maybe that's where the money comes from easily for you. Is you committing to something. Okay. What else is out of your hands here, Scorpio? I don't know. Maybe. Yeah, partnership. You're a Scorpio. Maybe that's what it is. You're like, I don't want to commit, or I don't want a business partnership, or that it's easier for you to merge together and get resources. That's what you rule, or maybe that's what you're thinking about. What's wrong with the partnership, or what about this partnership? Let's see. It's out. You can't control the relationship. You got lust, solution, and indulgence. All right. I mean, maybe you like the person. All right. So why don't you want to take the money? Maybe you don't want to. I don't know. Oh, it's an ultimatum. What are they telling you that you have to do or commit to? So that could be it. The bright side of you having compassion. I don't know if you, okay, you have to be compassionate or loving or nice, or you're like, I don't want to sign that contract. I don't want to commit to that. Or you don't want to be, you don't want to be nice, or, okay, so who do you have compassion for? It's like you don't want to follow somebody's rules. Okay, you got unpromising, Aries, ignore a golden opportunity. Okay. Okay. Maybe you feel like maybe you would be ignoring an opportunity. Maybe it would work out well for you. You just don't want to do it. All right, let's get 8 cards. Never mind. I ain't going to say it like that. That was going to be wild. I'd be wanting to say some wild shit. All right. 8 of Pentacles, 9 of Swords, 8 of Cups. Okay, so working on something. And then at first we're worried about emotional detachment. We got the Chariot, Page of Swords, the Ace of Wands, 9 of Cups, and the Star. Okay, so the zodiac signs that are out are an Aquarius and a Cancer. You are observing. There you go, observing. You notice the pattern. So there's something here. Yeah, 8, 8. So you notice the pattern. That's going to make you look closely at something. You're like, okay, wait, every time that happens, this happens. Okay, not sure. Okay. All right, so yeah, what do you have to commit to here, Scorpios? Or I guess you got to follow some sort of rule. All right, somebody wants you to finish something through all the way to the end. You have to be positive. Somebody's like, you have to have a positive attitude. I'm not going to say it. You got the... There's a High Priestess, Page of Wands, 3 of Swords, and the Ace and the Emperor. Okay. I don't know. I don't know why you don't want to take it. This is okay. All right. What's the outcome for you, Scorpios? And then Libra is the last sign, y'all. Got rest, Capricorn, envy, unexpected, Sagittarius, and fantasize. What does that have to do? Okay. What is the norm here? We have unexpected. Okay, perspective. What are we going to notice? Irony. What's ironic? One more for what's ironic, and then we'll just move on. You'll see what it is, I guess. Oh, speak up. Oh. What's ironic, real quick? Speak up. I did say I wasn't going to say something, but that wasn't... If somebody's watching this, that wasn't like... It was something personal that I'm not going to say. Yeah, 4 of Swords, 2 of Swords, the King of Wands, 8 of Wands. There it is. I'm telling you to take the money. Sign the contract or commit to that person or something like that. Or follow through with the ultimatum or try to be positive. All right. Okay, Libra is last but not least. Okay. Are there any questions before we leave? You cannot ask any questions before, or I mean, after I do Libra. Okay. I'm going to eat. So, you gotta, but y'all know where to find the personal readings. If you guys join as members, you get a monthly question. All right, so. All right, Libras, let's see. All right, what energy should my Libras be in for yourselves? Let's see. Lust, all right, the same as Capricorn. All right, so do something you are, deal with somebody you're attracted to, indulge in things that you desire. Yeah, make something look attractive if you're working on it, doing it, whatever, you're building it up. If it's a Libra that's attracted to a Capricorn, y'all would have good energy together. Just throwing it out there, all right? Or make something look alluring or attractive. Make yourself look alluring or attractive. All right, what's your current energy, Libra? Okay, commit. So maybe you're the person with the Scorpio. All right, you could be committing to the Scorpio. You're signing a contract. All right, if this is literally about relationships though, and you're trying to decide whether or not to commit, I think in your case, it would be beneficial for you to consider who you are attracted to or the level of attraction. All right, if you are, what else are you committing to, Libra? Okay, it's something ironic. So I feel like the ironic part, maybe it's something you typically would not, maybe you typically wouldn't do it. Like you typically would not tell somebody to commit to this, but you are. What else is ironic about it? Okay, you got, oh, a Capricorn. Is there a Libra that likes a Capricorn? I just said that. There's an emotional attachment to a Capricorn. Okay. Okay. Looks like, I don't know if this is their spirituality or something. All right. Okay. What's the overall situation? If there's a Libra watching this. Okay. We got professionalism. Okay, so still make something look attractive. All right, we know that. Still make something look good, even if you're being professional. Okay. What else is lust for you? Let's clarify, Libra, one more. Okay, money inflow. Yeah, if you make something look attractive, you're going to receive the money for it. All right, where do you get the money from, or who's going to support you? I feel like if the more attractive something is, the more alluring it is. Maybe you want to do hair, makeup, something like that. All right, yeah, take action. So I feel like this is more so something you desire here. It's something that you want to put your money into. There's that Gemini conflict and danger part. So I don't know what that has to do with you. All right. Yeah, I feel like if something looks attractive, alluring, people will pay for it or people will support it. Maybe you're, I don't know if you're committing, excuse me, committing to the Scorpio, or if you're attracted to the Capricorn, or, all right, but we'll see what signs come out for you, Libras. There's your action, Knight of Wands, a new perspective, Queen of Pentacles, a Two of Cups. We talked about a Virgo being emotionally attached. Maybe they're emotionally attached to you. There's the information, Four of Cups. The Queen of Swords, the Five of Wands. Okay, this is literally like compared to the Virgo reading. All right, so what role are you playing here, Libra, with commit? Yeah, the Five of Swords. Okay, that's interesting. You're emotionally attached to somebody? Who are you emotionally attached to? I'm guessing it's a Capricorn. Okay, you're still emotionally attached to something that was over. It's already over. Yeah, it's a Capricorn. So you're going to get the money. Here's a community, but there's a Leo Capricorn. You're still attached to them or something. Okay. You're still emotionally attached to something that's over. All right, what will be your energy and lust here? Okay, you got the Ten of Wands, Six of Swords, the King of Pentacles. Yeah, Capricorn. It's a Capricorn. Okay, or a Capricorn energy, or you're really attracted to a Capricorn. Also, lust energy coming out with the Ten of Wands. I feel like it's I mean, maybe it is sexual. I feel like you desire to lead somebody, or you desire to lead a scenario. You have to sign a contract to do that. Okay. All right. What else will help you generate income with money inflow? Let's see. You got the Eight of Cups. Maybe you have to be emotionally detached from a Capricorn to do this. Let's see. What else will help you generate money inflow here, Libra? It's either like you and a Libra. Yeah, you have to be emotionally detached. All right, Six of Wands. There is a little regret there. All right, so it's probably you and I'm assuming it's you and a Scorpio. You both have, it's either you and a Scorpio or you and a Capricorn or something like that. All right, yeah. All right, what's the outcome here for you, Libra? I'm going to timestamp this, y'all. Okay, solution. Yeah, so I feel like lust is the solution, making something look attractive. What else is the... Okay, there's restraint. But what else is the issue here? Okay, possibly Taurus energy. All right, and then what's going to be the result of the solution here? Or like your money could be stagnant. Yeah, flaunt. All right, repetitive cycle. So you're going to be able to repetitively show something. Show something off here. What are you able to repetitively do? Keep something consistent. Okay, speak up. I guess that's similar to I don't know what you do for a living, but that is similar to Aries. Okay. All right, y'all. That's it. Thank y'all for watching. I'm going to timestamp it. All right. I appreciate y'all watching. And yeah, y'all know where to find everything. Join as a member for your monthly question. Y'all can ask the question as soon as you join. If you do the higher tier, you get 2 of the Oracle and the Tarot decks. And yeah, buy 2, get 1 digital product free on the site, y'all. And the general readings will be done tomorrow again. And I do owe my members some career and love readings, so we're going to see how that goes. But I do have to, I really, really want to keep designing the products that I'm going to put on the store for y'all. So I got y'all. But all right, y'all.